Hi, I'm Cora. I've spent the last 5 years building myself a quiet life as a graphic designer, working from my cozy two-bedroom apartment with my cat, Pixel. At 34, I finally felt like I had my stuff together. Steady freelance clients, a routine that worked for me, and enough me time to actually enjoy my hobbies. No drama, just peace. That all changed at 2:17 a.m. on a Tuesday in October. The doorbell rang, jolting me from a dead sleep. I stumbled to the door, expecting maybe a drunk neighbor who'd locked themselves out. Instead, I found my niece and nephew, Lily and Max, standing there with these pathetic black trash bags at their feet. Lily's little 8-year-old face was trying so hard to be brave, while 6-year-old Max just looked terrified. "Aunt Cora, Mom said to stay with you for a while." I looked past them, expecting to see my sister's car, but the parking lot was empty, except for a retreating Uber. "Where's your mom? Where's Vanessa?" Lily just shrugged, clutching her little brother's hand tighter. "She put us in a car, said you'd take care of us." I pulled them inside, noticing Max was wearing pajamas with no shoes, just socks soaked through from the wet parking lot. "Did she say when she'd be back?" I asked, helping them with their trash bags. Actual kitchen trash bags stuffed with random clothes and a few toys. "She said you'd know what to do," Lily whispered. I grabbed my phone and called Vanessa, straight to voicemail. I tried again, and again. Text messages went unanswered. "When's the last time you guys ate something?" I asked, noticing how they both perked up at the mention of food. "Lunch yesterday," Lily said quietly. "Max got in trouble, so we couldn't have dinner." I threw together some peanut butter sandwiches while trying to process what was happening. My sister had just abandoned her kids on my doorstep in the middle of the night, with trash bags. No note, no explanation. By 3 a.m., I'd called my neighbor Diane from across the hall. She showed up in her robe, took one look at the kids, and went into mom mode. "Those poor babies," she whispered to me in the kitchen while the kids picked at their sandwiches. "What is your sister thinking?" "I have no idea. She's not answering her phone." "Did you try Tyler, that boyfriend of hers?" I nodded. "His phone's off too." Diane helped me set up my spare bedroom, making a nest of blankets on the floor since I only had one twin bed in there. After Diane left, I sat on my couch, still trying to reach Vanessa while the kids finally slept. By sunrise, I'd left 12 messages and sent 20 texts. Nothing. I looked at the trash bags I'd set by the door, at my work desk covered in client deadlines, at the bathroom where 2 little toothbrushes now sat in a coffee mug because I didn't have proper holders. The truth hit me like a truck. This wasn't a one-night emergency. My sister wasn't coming back anytime soon, and these 2 little kids with their trash bag luggage were now, apparently, my responsibility. 7 days of radio silence from Vanessa. I'd enrolled the kids in their new schools and turned my home office into a bedroom for Max. "Did your mom do this a lot?" I asked while making breakfast. Lily glanced at Max before answering. "Sometimes she'd go away with Tyler for weekends. Mrs. Jenkins was supposed to check on us, but she's really old and forgets." "You mean you two stayed alone?" "Tyler doesn't like kids in the house when his friends come over," Max said quietly. "They do grown-up stuff and get mad if we make noise." "What kind of grown-up stuff?" "They drink the angry juice and get loud. Tyler broke the TV once because it was too quiet." That night, I found Vanessa's Instagram. My blood boiled as I stared at poolside margarita photos. Caption: "Finally, some me time in Cancun with my love # no responsibilities." The next day, I met with Rachel, the school counselor. "I'm concerned about both children," Rachel said, sliding folders across her desk. "Lily's attendance was spotty. She's falling behind. Max has shown concerning behaviors, hoarding food, extreme anxiety about mistakes." "They were alone a lot," I explained. That explained some things. Lily mentioned being the mom when her mom was sleeping. I assumed it was play, but it wasn't play at all. While going through their trash bags, I found an envelope from County Family Services, a child support notification for $1,200 monthly from Jason Miller. The kid's dad was paying support? I called the number listed. After much back and forth with Family Support Division, I learned Jason had been faithfully paying for years. even requesting visitation repeatedly. Then my phone rang, Vanessa's name on the caller ID. "Take down those pictures of my kids right now." Her voice was slurred. "What pictures?" "On your Facebook. Everyone's asking why they're with you. You're making me look bad." "You dumped them on my doorstep in the middle of the night with trash bags, and you're worried about your image?" "They're my kids. I just needed a break." "A break? It's been a week. You didn't even leave clothes that fit them." "Whatever. Just keep them another week. Tyler and I extended our trip." "Does Jason know you abandoned his children?" The line went silent. "How do you know about Jason?" "I know you've been taking his money while denying him visitation. I know a lot of things now." "Don't you dare contact him! Those payments are mine." "You mean the ones you're spending in Cancun while your kids eat pancakes for the 5th day straight because I don't know what else they like?" She hung up. I stood there shaking, suddenly realizing how deep this rabbit hole might go. I called my old college friend Marcus, now a family attorney, the next morning. Meeting at his downtown office, I dumped everything I knew on his desk. "This is classic abandonment, Cora. We can file for emergency temporary custody while building a case for permanent guardianship." "What do I need?" "Documentation. Texts, calls, photos of those trash bags they arrived with. The school counselor's assessment. Start keeping a journal of everything the kids tell you about their home life. Vanessa's in Mexico blowing child support money. That's gotta count for something." "Absolutely. Let's find this Jason guy too. Sounds like he's been kept away under false pretenses." Over the next 2 weeks, the kids settled into a routine. Bath time revealed more disturbing details. "Why do you always make us take a bath?" Max asked, splashing in the tub. "Because kids need baths regularly. Didn't you take baths at Mom's?" Lily shrugged. "Only when Tyler's mom was coming over. Sometimes the water got shut off anyway." "Water got shut off? You mean like no running water in the house?" "Mom said it was the stupid water people's fault." Max cupped water in his hands. "We used bottles from the store to brush teeth. While organizing their paperwork for school enrollment, I found something strange. Credit card statements addressed to Lily. A 7-year-old with credit cards?" I called Marcus immediately. "Identity theft using children's information is surprisingly common," he explained. "Parents have access to their social security numbers and clean credit histories." "So my sister opened credit cards in her daughter's name? That's a felony, right?" "Multiple felonies. Get me those statements." Vanessa finally texted they were coming home next week. I replied carefully, "We need to talk about the kids' situation. I can help with money if you need it." The bait worked. She agreed to meet at a coffee shop. Before the meeting, I installed a recording app on my phone and had Marcus brief me. "Remember, stay calm. Let her talk. Don't threaten or accuse." Vanessa showed up 40 minutes late, sporting a fresh tan and new designer sunglasses. "Where are the kids?" "No, hello, no thank you. At my place with Diane. I figured we should talk adult to adult first." She rolled her eyes. "Look, I appreciate the babysitting, but I'll take them back tomorrow." "Babysitting? It's been 3 weeks, Vanessa." "Whatever. I needed a break. Motherhood is hard." "It seems like you take a lot of breaks." I slid my phone closer, recording app running. "The kids mentioned staying alone frequently." "They exaggerate. Besides, Lily's practically a little adult. She's 8. I was doing fine until Jason stopped sending enough money. The support office says he pays $1,200 monthly, consistently." Her eyes narrowed. "You had no right to contact them. Just like you had no right to open credit cards in Lily's name?" Her face flushed. "Those are emergencies only. For Cancun emergencies? Designer bag emergencies?" "Fine. You want the truth? I never wanted kids. Jason wanted them, then bailed. I'm stuck with them, so yeah, I take what I'm owed." "You're not stuck with them. I'll take them." She laughed. "Temporarily, sure. But permanently? They're my meal ticket." "So you don't want them, but won't give them up for their own good?" "Look, I was planning to send them to my mom's in Florida anyway. She can deal with them. I've got plans with Tyler that don't include baggage." My hand tightened around my phone. Gotcha. The courthouse felt massive as I clutched my folder of evidence. Marcus met me at the entrance, looking confident in his suit. You ready for this? Vanessa might not even show. She'll show. She won't give up her meal ticket without a fight. The courtroom was smaller than I expected. I sat with Marcus while we waited. 15 minutes after our scheduled time, Vanessa burst through the doors in a mini dress more suited for a club than court, with Tyler trailing behind her. Sorry we're late, she announced loudly. Traffic was insane. Judge Thompson, a stern-looking woman in her 60s, frowned. Miss Henderson, this is a court of law, not a social gathering. Please take your seat. Once everyone settled, Marcus presented our case meticulously. The midnight abandonment, the trash bags, the school reports, and finally, the recorded confession. I never wanted kids. They're my meal ticket. Vanessa's voice rang through the courtroom speakers. Vanessa jumped up. She tricked me. That recording is illegal. One-party consent is legal in this state, Marcus responded smoothly. And we have more. Financial records showing child support funds being used for vacations while the children lacked basic necessities. Thompson turned to Vanessa. Do you have anything to say in your defense? They're my kids. She's just jealous because she couldn't have her own. I flinched. Low blow. I took one vacation after years of sacrifice. Everyone's acting like I'm some monster when I'm just a single mom trying to have a life. A life that apparently includes credit card fraud, Marcus added, presenting the evidence of accounts opened in Lily's name. Vanessa's face went pale. That's not what it looks like. The courtroom doors opened, and a tall man in a suit walked in. My heart stopped when both kids, waiting outside with Diane, yelled, Daddy! And ran to him. Your Honor, I'm Jason Miller, the children's father. I only learned yesterday where my children have been. For 3 years, Vanessa told me they were living with her mother in Florida and wouldn't allow contact. Judge Thompson looked disgusted. So you've been denying this man access to his children while collecting his support payments? He didn't deserve to see them. He cheated. With you, Jason corrected. I was married when we met. You knew that. But I've been divorced for years, trying to be part of my children's lives. The judge called a brief recess. When we returned, her decision was swift. This court grants emergency custody to Cora Henderson, with standard visitation rights for Jason Miller. Vanessa Henderson will have supervised visitation only, pending completion of parenting classes and substance abuse evaluation. Additionally, this court is referring the identity fraud evidence to the district attorney's office. Vanessa screamed, You can't do this. I just did, Thompson responded coldly. And if you continue this behavior, I'll hold you in contempt. Outside the courtroom, Jason approached me. Thank you for taking care of them. I had no idea. I've been sending cards, gifts, trying to call. They never got any of it, I said. But they will now. 6 months later, my apartment was too small for us, so we moved to a 3-bedroom house with a backyard. Jason lived nearby and had the kids every other weekend. Lily was catching up in school, and Max had stopped hoarding food under his bed. Vanessa was sentenced to 18 months probation and ordered to pay restitution for the fraud. Last I heard, Tyler had dumped her when her credit card stopped working. Sometimes karma delivers exactly what's deserved. So what would you do? Should children be completely separated from toxic parents like Vanessa? Or should they maintain some connection despite the parents' harmful behavior? Where do you draw the line between protecting children and allowing them to have a relationship with their biological parent? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this revenge story where justice was finally served, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that explore complex family dynamics and satisfying comeuppance. New videos every day.